Hello all, welcome to our Speed GK YouTube channel. We will be posting new videos on general knowledge on different subjects and areas every week. Kindly subscribe our channel and support us. What is the systematic study of the Earth, its features, and phenomena that take place on it? Geography. What is the study which largely focuses on the built environment and how humans create, view, manage, and influence space? Human geography. What is the study which examines the natural environment and how organisms, climate, soil, water, and landforms produce and interact? Physical geography. What is the branch which involves the studying and developing the tools and techniques used by geographers, such as remote sensing, cartography, and geographic information system? Technical geography. The science of drawing map is called cartography. The map showing the speciality of the surface of any area is called as relief map. What is the name of the maps, natural and man-made, portray the large forms? Thematic maps. The sphere of living matter together with water, air and soil on the surface of the earth is known as biosphere. World Soil Day is observed on 5th December. On the 21st June, the daylight is seen at the North Pole for 24 hours. Fossils are mostly found in sedimentary rocks. The top layer of soil is called as topsoil. Thickness of mantle layer is about 2900 kilometers. The thickness of earth crust is about 30 kilometers. The innermost layer of the earth is known as bathysphere. A mineral from which a metal can be profitably extracted is called ore. During volcanic eruptions, which molten material is continually ejected to the surface of the earth? Magma. The rock formed by the cooling of magma under the surface of earth is granite, which is formed from the foam on the top of the lava stream when lava cools down quickly. Pumice. Lakes that contain a high concentration of humic acid in water is called dystrophic lakes. In due course of time, the meander loop cuts off from the river and forms the cutoff lake, also called Oxbow Lake. The Mohorovisic, Moho, discontinuity separates crust and mantle. The position of the sun is annually twice overhead at Singapore because of parallelism of inclined axis of the earth. The earth rotates on its axis at an inclination of 23.5 degrees. Where is the speed of rotation of the earth highest? Along the equator. What is equinox? It is the time or date, twice each year, at which the sun crosses the celestial equator, when day and night are of approximately equal length, which are equinox dates in a year. The equinoxes happen in March, about 21st March, and September, about 23rd September. What is a solstice? It is the time or date, twice each year, at which the sun reaches its maximum or minimum declination, marked by the longest and shortest days. Which are solstice dates in a year? Roughly 21st June, longest day, and 22nd December, shortest day. The sun reaches its maximum angular distance from the equator at the solstice. If the Earth's direction of rotation is reversed, what would be the IST when it is noon at the international dateline? 6:30 a.m. Who invented Universal Standard Time Zone? Sanford Fleming. How many time zones has the world been divided into? 24. 1 degree of the circumference of the Earth measures, approx. 111 kilometers. Antipodes are places diametrically opposite on Earth's surface. The difference in the duration of day and night increases as one moves from equator to poles. The longest circle which can be drawn on the Earth's surface passes through equator. The position of a planet when it is nearest to the Sun is called perihelion. The Earth is at the least distance from the Sun, perihelion, on 3rd January. How old is Earth? It is decided by which of the following processes? Radiometric dating, The international date line passes through Bering Strait. Bering Strait is a narrow sea passage that separates the westernmost point of Alaska and the easternmost point of Russia. Why are winters more severe in southern hemisphere than in the northern hemisphere? The reason is because the southern hemisphere has more seas, while the northern has more land mass and land mass retains more heat. Scientists who study about rocks and the crust of the earth are called geologists. Which of the following is known as sphere of rocks? Lithosphere. In which type of rocks are coal and petroleum found? Sedimentary. Carbonaceous rocks which produce coal and of belong to the category of rocks called sedimentary rocks. In which type of rocks are metals like gold and copper mostly found? Old igneous. Mushroom rocks are the typical landforms seen in deserts. Marble comes under which category of rocks? Metamorphic. The breaking up of the rocks at its place is known as weathering. When the moon completely covers the sun, it is known as diumbra. If a solar eclipse occurs when the moon is quite far from the earth, the eclipse would likely to be annular. The word used to describe the shape of earth is oblate spheroid. Which of the following geographical term related to a body of land surrounded by water on three sides? Peninsula. The desert regions of the world occupy about how much part of the land surface of the earth? 1/3. In order to prevent the expansion of deserts, trees are planted in strips or blocks with the shortest trees on the desert side and tallest on the other side. Such plantation is called shelter belts. Latitudes include 181 lines while longitudes are 360 lines because longitude is divided from prime meridian while latitude is from equator. The international dateline deflects to a side to avoid Aleutian Islands. The heavier silicates named Sima or silica plus magnesium are most abundant in the ocean floors. Which is present in the largest amount in terms of percent by mass in the Earth's crust? Oxygen. Which one of the following is the time required for the Earth to return to a given point in its orbit with reference to fixed star, called sidereal year? Atmospheric humidity is measured by psychrometer. Which is the warmest layer of the atmosphere? Thermosphere. Sequence of layers of atmosphere from Earth upwards. Troposphere, 0 to 12 kilometers, stratosphere, 12 to 50 kilometers, mesosphere, 50 to 75 kilometers, coldest layer. Ionosphere, 75 to 1000 kilometers, exosphere, uppermost. Speed of winds is measured by anemometer. What is the hot and dry winds that help in the ripening of grapes in the Alps region called Foehn? What are doldrums? Equatorial zone with low pressure. In the northern hemisphere, the wind blowing from the horse latitudes to the doldrums is called trade winds. The most important factor in thunderstorms development is atmospheric instability. What is high-speed and dangerous dry winds that periodically kick up and blow from the mountains to the coast in Southern California called Santa Ana winds? What are winds blowing throughout the year from one latitude to another in response to latitudinal differences in air pressure are called planetary winds? Which winds are called anti-trade winds? Westerlies. The deflection of the winds to the right in the northern hemisphere is caused by rotation of Earth. Pits formed by the deflating action of winds are called blowouts. What is the quantum of the pressure exerted by the atmosphere at sea level? 1 kilogram per square meter. What is the percentage of nitrogen in atmosphere of the Earth? 78.03%. At low elevation, which among the following clouds are to be found? Nimbus. What is the sequence of clouds in ascending order would one meet 500 meters and above the mean sea level? Stratus, nimbus, cirrostratus, cirrus. A sudden fall in the barometric reading indicates storm. What is the actual amount of the water vapor present in the atmosphere is known as absolute humidity. Which one of the following is the cloud that is dark gray or black, found at very low height and brings the real rain? Nimbostratus. What are the clouds extending from one side of horizon to other as three dark gray sheet having uniform base are called? Stratus clouds. What is the horizontal transport or transfer of a quality such as heat and cold from one point to another called? Advection. What is the continuous circulation of water among the hydrosphere, atmosphere, and lithosphere known as hydrologic cycle? Which atmospheric layer protects Earth from meteorites? Ionosphere. Which of the following layers of the Earth's atmosphere provide ideal flying conditions for jet aircraft? Stratosphere. The dense mass of small water drops on smoke particles in the lower layers of the atmosphere is called smog. Which is the chemically inactive gas present in the atmosphere? Argon. In which layer, temperature increases dramatically? Ionosphere. Temperature generally decreases towards the poles because lesser solar energy per unit area falls on the Earth's surface as we move to polar regions. Excess carbon dioxide in the atmosphere due to pollution will cause Earth's temperature to rise. Atmospheric pressure exerted on Earth is due to gravitational pull of the Earth. Which one of the following layers of the atmosphere is responsible for the deflection of radio waves? Ionosphere. Daily weather changes in the atmosphere is associated with troposphere. The plane of contact of the troposphere and stratosphere is known as tropopause. Where is ozone layer found? Stratosphere. The intensity of earthquakes is measured on Richter scale. The reason behind earthquake is tectonism. Where is the transverse, longitudinal and surface waves in an earthquake originate from? The focus within the body of the Earth. Most of the devastating earthquakes are usually caused by collision of earth plates. What is the point below the epicenter of the earthquake? Focus. The narrow strip of land joining to land masses is called as isthmus. What is an archipelago? An archipelago is a group of islands. Ball-shaped depression created as a result of glacial erosion high on a mountain side is called cirque. Which of the following is known as the roof of the world? Pamir Mountains. Terra rossa is a Latin word which means red landscape. The denudational processes have not reduced the land masses to a level because the earth movements have uplifted the landmass. Which of the following types of coal represents the first stage of formation of coal? Peat. Which metal is most abundant in the Earth's crust? Aluminium. Caldera is a feature associated with volcanoes. Which type of lake is formed by volcanic activities? Caldera lake. Synclines and anticlines are the terms associated with folding. What are the name of the seismic sea waves which reach to coast at a very high force? Tsunami. Who gave the idea that originally there was only one continent called Pangaea? Alfred Wegener. The material carried by the glaciers such as rocks big and small, sand and silt gets deposited, which are called glacial moraines. A block of the Earth's crust that has remained in position while the ground around it has subsides is known as host. Land and sea breeze occur due to convection. A place where there is constant intermingling of salt water and fresh water is called estuary. Isobars are lines joining places having equal pressure. The term isoneph indicates the lines of equal cloudiness. What is El Nino? A warm ocean current in eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. What is the interval between a high tide and neap tide at a given place? 12 hours 26 minutes. The seabed sloping gradually and bordering the continent is known as continental shelf. Echo sounding is the technique applied to measure the depth of the sea. What is GIS technology? GIS, Geographic Information System, technology is a system for capturing, storing, analyzing, and visualizing spatial data. Thanks for watching Speed GK YouTube channel. Please support our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe and also please share this video with your friends. Thank you.